There are certain things you need to know to protect your health when it comes to hitting the pavement. And we received an email from Shirley in Long Beach, California. She writes, "Dear doctors, your show has inspired me to join a marathon, and while I am in pretty good shape, I want to make sure I avoid injury while training. Any prevention tips or advice you can give me? Thanks." And that brings us to number 2 on our list, running dangers, because 42% of all overuse injuries, they do affect the knee joint. It's the most common overuse injury in runners, and most of the time people get into trouble because of one thing: overuse too quickly, and the knee is particularly vulnerable.
The knee takes the brunt of that wear and tear. There's no question about it, and there's no need to take added risk with injuring your knees, and then you won't be able to exercise at all. So, I mean, a quick tip, using a simple knee brace, and the great thing about something like this is it supports, but it has this ribbing built into it on the sides that helps to strengthen those collateral ligaments on the side, just to prevent injury and give you a little more support, make you feel a little better.
You know, another danger is a lot of people love to run. I love to run in headphones. But if you're running around like this, you can't hear cars or cyclists coming up behind you.
Really
What? Is that somebody there? So, watch out for the volume. Keep the volume down. Or do what I do. I like to use earbuds. I'll just use one of them, and then I just cut the other one off. And that way, this ear can hear any cars, and then I can hear my music.
And especially for women, there's something called exercise-induced amenorrhea, which happens, a lot of athletes, athletic women who lose their period because they're exercising so much. Well, basically what happens is there's a lack of estrogen. It's sort of like being in menopause, so that lining can't build up, so you just don't have a period. Now, this can be unhealthy because it can affect the bones down the line, and it can lead you at increased risk for osteoporosis. So it's actually really important to talk to your doctor about how much body fat you need to maintain, because it's that body fat that helps us make those hormones, and that's usually what's going on with exercise-induced amenorrhea, sometimes the stress, but talk to your doctor about it because it's important to have a balance. You may need to do supplementation, either calcium or hormones, but speak to your doctor.
And do you all know what may be one of the worst surfaces to run on? Concrete.
Yeah.
You know what sidewalks are made of?
Yeah.
Concrete. So that's where, asphalt has a lot more give to it.
Yeah.
But I always say, if you're starting a running regimen, run on something softer. The high school track, if there's one near your home. That's a great way to get started. Every now and then, you got to get up on the concrete if you're running through an intersection. But you don't want to be pounding out 10+ miles on concrete. And the other thing is, you want to make sure that you're wearing a good shoe. And the Keoho 2 from K-Swiss actually just won an award from the Running Network. It features a midsole construction for a smoother heel-to-toe transition, which is great for cushioning, stability, durability, and traction. It also has this Flow Cool system for increased breathability. And you know what? We want everyone here to enjoy running and to make sure they have no excuse as far as getting up and starting running. Everyone here is going home with a pair of the Keoho 2 shoes from K-Swiss. So we'll see you all out there on the trails.